All right, make sure the right mic is plugged in and the baby's taking a nap. That means you're getting a quicker video. Let's jump into this. What is up, Fin fans? If you tell by the title, we got a little bit, just a little bit of OTA news. Now, before I jump into it, I want to tell you that the beat writers and everyone that was at the OTAs today said they cannot tell who is playing with who, who's doing what, all that other stuff. So you're getting some updates and some things here and there, but it's not as big as, you know, training camp where I could give you play-by-plays and, you know, so-and-so hit so-and-so for a 25-yard pass, yada, yada. So we're going to do that. We're going to Brian Flores press conference, which happened before the OTAs, but I'm going to do the OTAs first, give you the good stuff, and then we'll do the Brian Flores press conference. But before we jump into that, Patreon, AOS, Brandon, thank you so much for joining the Patreon. If you guys want to join the Patreon, it is linked in the description. If you want to be a new member, hit the join button next to the subscription button. What do you get? You get to be on the live stream. You'll see which tier you have to be when I do my next live stream, and I'm going to do it right so you guys can come on. You get videos before anyone else does when I do my pre-recorded stuff. There's a lot of cool perks, and you get to be part of the Discord. So if you're part of the Patreon and you haven't been part of the Discord yet, send me a Discord friend request. It's all in the Patreon. Also, full capacity. New York Jets and Giants and the Miami Dolphins have come out and said full capacity, which means your boy is going to be at the Jets MetLife takeover, and I'm being down in Miami. So I get to see you guys. You get two opportunities to come hang out with me. So real quick, before we jump into the OTA stuff, there was an update from Tom Pelissero letting us know when the cuts are going to happen. So essentially, they're going to have 90-man rosters right now. Then on August 17th, they're going to have to cut down to 85. August 24th, they have to cut down to 80. And then on August 31st, final cuts down to the 53-man roster. Let's jump into the OTAs. These are voluntary OTAs today. This is who wasn't there at voluntary OTAs. Xavier Howard, Byron Jones, Jerome Baker, Will Fuller, Emmanuel Ogba, Raekwon Davis, McKinney, and Brendan Scarlett were not at the OTAs today. But again, it was voluntary. Once mandatory minicamp comes, they better show their butts up. But I bet you Xavier Howard is hanging out with Melvin Ingram like, hey, what's taking so long, my guy? Are you going to sign that contract or not? So little tidbits. Dokes is doing some rehab work. So, you know, he was on the sideline doing, you know, some drills and all that stuff. But what I got from the OTAs today, from what I'm reading and hearing from Omar Kelly, Safi Dean, Adam Beasley, all these cool guys, is it wasn't about, you know, who could do it quick and let's act. It was more about the technique in today's OTAs. It was more about getting the technique down, getting this understanding of all that. So it wasn't fast paced, this and that. I will be popping up videos. You know, if I haven't done it yet, I'll pop up videos so you guys could see kind of the pace that they were going at. But yeah, Dokes was there. He was doing his rehab work. Gesicki was on the field with no restraint, no like anything with his shoulder injury that kind of inhibited him the end of last year. So that's good to see. Picture Dan Marino is on the field. Dan Marino is always there to help out this organization. So I'm hearing he has good things to say about Tua. Elandon Roberts was there. Had that very bad knee injury to his ACL last year. He was out there moving really well, so that's very good sign for our linebacking core. Because Elandon Roberts, if you guys remember, was laying the boom on a lot of running backs, so it's good to see that. And Tua, I'll pop up a video. This isn't what I'm going to talk about, but it's still nice to see Tua and Waddle. It's on this side. Tua and Waddle connecting on some passes, but Tua and Waddle were working together, and Tua was telling him footwork and how he likes it and where he should be placed and how he should come off his routes and working together. And that makes me feel so good. And when I talk about, you know, we talk about Brian Flores' press conference, he goes more in depth on that too. But Tua is taking a hold of that leadership role on this team. Tua is talking to the wide receivers, telling them, okay, this is what we're doing and this is what you need to do. He is a very, very smart quarterback. So he knows, okay, you're going to run the route, plant your foot. You're going to want to do this. I'm going to get you the ball at this point. I'm so excited. I'm so very excited for this season. I can't wait to see what Tua can do. I can't wait to see what Waddle can do. I can't wait to see what this defense can do. Can August come already? Because I'll take preseason at this point. So also with Tua doing his thing, I'm hearing that Clayton Fedulum has been out there doing more work with Kevon Frazier not being on the team anymore. I'm also hearing Jesse Davis is taking that team leadership role still. So a lot of people, myself included, who think that he didn't do great last year. It seems like he's not going anywhere, and they're going to keep him for that veteran leadership and for maybe hopefully a viable backup, or he might even win one of the starting guard spots, or maybe even center. But I'm also hearing that the offensive line looks really good. And again, this is OTAs. There's no pads. There's no helmets, really. They're just kind of going through the flow. But the offensive line is looking very, working together and looking better and looking good, which is, it's big. I talked to Richmond Webb about this and how important an offseason is for the offensive line to get that camaraderie, to understand who the guy to your left and to your right is and what they are doing. So I'm hoping having an offseason not only helps Tua, but helps Robert Hunt, who they moved to right guard, helps Solomon Kinley, helps Austin Jackson, helps Eichenberg, helps these guys to work together. And this offensive line does fantastic things because, again, this offensive line is incredibly important to the success of this team. Because if the offensive line is doo-doo butter and we have no run game, you can't put all of it on Tua. It's just not fair. We've seen it happen to thousands of quarterbacks where you put it all on their shoulders, and yeah, they'll play well, but you ain't winning all the games like that. And the last thing, Albert Wilson and Allen Hurns were at practice today. Looked very good. Albert Wilson cut all his hair off. He's rocking short hair, but they're there. They're looking good. They're looking fit. They're looking in shape. So that is the little tidbits I got from you from OTAs. Like I said, I popped up some videos for you guys, give you a little taste. Like I said, you guys, training camp on July 30th or 31st, I said, is open to you guys. And unfortunately, like I said, being that I can only really choose between a game or a training camp, being that I just had the baby, I'm going to go to the game. But after she's won, as my wife even said to me, for the first year, I just need you here to help me. But after she's won next year, I'm going to be down there for training camp, and I'm going to be down there for a game. So I'll see you guys then. So this is what Brian Flores had to say. He met with the media before they went out there and did their thing. Talking about Tua, he says he's clearly been working hard this offseason. And not only that, he's been doing a great job as far as when we weren't here at the facility grabbing guys. He had a group of receivers meeting on the field twice a week, throwing routes and building that timing, building the rapport. It's kind of the same. Building the rapport and building the chemistry. I think he's done a good job from a leadership standpoint in the respect when we were away from the facility. Physically, he's in good shape. And that's what I was telling you guys. I absolutely love what Tua is doing and how he is taking command. Fitz isn't there anymore. Fitz isn't the leader. Fitz isn't the vet. It's Tua's turn. I'm not even saying the old one because it's a different era. It's a different time. It's Tua's turn to take over this team. So I'm very, very happy to talk about that. Then they also asked him about what he could do to do better from last season. He said, we talked to him about his fundamentals, his technique, his accuracy, his command in the huddle. I've talked to him a lot about a lot of things, with leadership being a part of what we're talking about. I think it all goes together. So his presence in the huddle, his presence in the building. We also talk about everything football specific as well. He's got to lead that way too. If his fundamentals, technique, and communication are good, that leads the way for the entire off season and gives us an opportunity. Yes. The Dolphins noticed the parts in his game that were struggling. They noticed the parts in his game that needed to be worked on. And they're talking to him about it. They're not sugarcoating it. We've seen that from him. Flores talking about, going from the rookie to second level. We've seen that from him so far. Hopefully he continues to grow and improve. I see him being more comfortable. And that is the biggest thing that I honestly think is going to propel Tua to the second level and to show you a lot of what he could have done before the hip injury. A lot of people say their reservation for him and their, is because he was touted as such a great quarterback before the hip injury. I can't miss talent. Then the hip injury happened. He rehabbed all offseason. Then he showed what he did on the field. He had a few good games where he took over, and then the other games, it was more the defense. And people were like, this is what we got 5th overall? I thought he was supposed to be something fantastic, something blow your mind. Now he's going to be able to show you that. Because like Flores said, he's working with his guys. He is being a very good leader. He's understanding the offense. He has a full offseason to get himself in the best shape of his life from his trainers, word for word. So now we're seeing the Tua that we wanted to get with the 5th overall pick, or the Tua before the hip injury that might have went number 1 to the Cincinnati Bengals. If Tua never had that hip injury, I honestly don't think he makes it to 5. I do not. I think the Dolphins would have had to trade up. So with him now having an off season and being able to understand the playbook and being able to work with his receivers, so excited. So very excited. That's what I got for you today. Be sure to comment below. What do you think about what's going on with the OTAs? What do you think about the cut dates? What do you think about what Brian Flores had to say about Tua and all that good stuff? Be sure to comment below. I'm still going to do my reaction video, but again, when stuff like this comes out and I actually can give you guys reports and some video clips and everything from camp, that takes whatever. That takes first over these other videos. So that reaction video is still coming out. Like I said, it's probably going to come out Friday. So I think they have... nope, today's the last day of OTAs, and then they're probably going to take a little break and then do mandatory mini camp. So Friday, you'll get that reaction video to the video. I'm not going to tell you the title because then you're going to go watch it, but we're going to watch it together, and I'll put the link for the video in that video. But other than that, guys, I'll see you Friday, unless news breaks, unless the Dolphins sign Melvin Ingram or anything like that happens. You get a video from me. But like usual, stay classy and fins up.